Hello YouTube, this is Cap and Ball again, and I have a quickie for you today. Nothing special, just some 19th century shooting experiment with the Colt percussion revolvers of that era. In the red corner I have the heavyweight champion, the Colt Walker, weighing 4 pounds and 9 ounces. And in the blue corner I have the original 1860 Colt Army, weighing 2 pounds and 10 ounces. What do you think? Which one is the stronger? The Colt Army loaded with 30 grains of powder plus a conical bullet, or the Colt Walker loaded with 60 grains of powder plus a round ball? Let's check it out. Back in the old times, the force of different cartridges and guns were tested on pine planks. And the job was easy. The more planks the cartridge penetrated, the stronger the cartridge and the gun was.
I prepared a frame to hold 10 1-inch wood blocks, and I placed this little device to 25 meters.
In 1860, the Colt Army was advertised with some really promising characteristics. The company said that thanks to the silver steel used for the barrel and for the cylinder, this pistol is much stronger and much lighter than the previous 44 caliber models. And they also said that the bullet fired from this gun is stronger than the bullet fired from the previous holster pistols like the Walker or the Dragoon. Well, this is something that I cannot believe, so I will have to try this at the range. I also have 2 assistants for the job. The first one is a 36 caliber 1861 Navy, and in the other pen of the scale I have the standard issue rifle-mukset. Let's check it out.
I started the fun with the 1861 Navy, loaded with a cartridge quite close to the original combustible envelope cartridges of the Civil War. It held 15 grains of 2F Swiss powder and a 130 grain conical bullet from a Lee mold. Not an exact copy, but will be fine for the test. This bullet left the bore with 240 meters per sec, with circa 242 joules of muzzle energy. Quite weak compared to modern cartridges.
Most találd el a levegőt.
The light 36 caliber conical ball penetrated one layer and stopped in the second sideways. Does not seem competitive, but surely enough to kill a man. The 1860 Colt was fed with the copy of the standard cartridge made according to the ordnance manual. The 30 grains of 2F Swiss powder propelled the 200 grain bullet to 240 meters per sec, resulting 370 joules of muzzle energy. The Colt Army was quite hard-kicking compared to the Navy. The 44 caliber bullet had much better penetration, definitely a much more effective service combination. The bullet punched the hole in 4 planks and stopped in the 5th. I used pure lead to cast the conicals, but I was amazed how little it deformed by the impact. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes the big guy, loaded with nearly a full chamber of 2F Swiss powder and a 138 grain 4.51 round ball. 366 meters per sec muzzle velocity and nearly 600 joules of muzzle energy. With 55 grains, well, that's a hard business. The round ball fired from the Walker also penetrated 4 planks and stopped in the 5th, but the energy transfer of the round ball seemed to me a bit better. It did more damage to the wood than the conical ball of the Colt Army. And it is understandable, as if you have more velocity at the impact, the easier your bullet will deform. The round ball showed more deformity, justifying that you need velocity for a better expansion.
Okay, so with 19th century testing methods, both revolvers threw the balls with the same force. So what's the point in this experiment? Well, I don't know and I don't care. It was just plain fun to replicate the old testing methods with some of the best sidearms of the percussion era.
But the fun was not over, as I promised you to destroy this thing with the Springfield rifle-mukset at the end. Well, here it is.
Quite a good energy transfer here, I think.
The heavy Minier bullet had a devastating power. It penetrated most of the planks, but the bullet left the cage, so I was not able to compare the result to the revolver bullets. But seeing the tremendous damage it did, I'm sure we don't need any numbers to decide which projectile to avoid more.
Nice job. Fun. You've been watching the Capman Ball TV, and this is Balázs Németh. Stay tuned.